Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us on this bright, sunny, warm, soon to be hot morning. I'm Sanjay Rambhadran, Chair of the Metro Board of Directors. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge the Congressman from the 18th Congressional District, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, a long-term friend of Metro. And it's always good to see former State Representative Garnet Coleman. Yay. Thank you for being here. He's the reason we are here today. My pleasure. I want to also acknowledge my colleague on the board, Chris Hollins, here with us this morning. So these unveilings, these celebrations don't happen just by chance. They happen by design. It happens because of partnerships, because of working with folks in the community. And I want to acknowledge several folks who are here today and those that may not be here today. Dr. Teddy McDavid with the Greater Southeast Management District. Thank you so much for being here. I want to also acknowledge Nikki Knight from the Greater Southeast Management District, Dr. Abdul Halim Muhammad, the Greater Southeast Management District, Theola Petaway, the Executive Director of the OST Alameda Corridor Redevelopment Authority, members of the OST and South Union. I know we've got Jerry Reyes from Representative Jolanda Jones's office here. Raymond Bourgeois with the Houston Business Development Institute at the Palm Center. Thank you for being here. Paul Charles with the Neighborhood Recovery Community Center as well. Thank you for being here. Also delighted to acknowledge a distinguished figure that made this piece of art possible. Floyd Newsum is an acclaimed artist known worldwide. His career spans more than 4 decades, and his work has been featured in prestigious museums like the Smithsonian National Museum of African History and Culture, the Studio Museum in Harlem, New York, and our city's own Museum of Fine Arts. Mr. Newsum was the creative mind behind the tower that you see behind me, which is a public art installation that we hope one day will become a pocket park right here in the community. Mr. Newsum had a last-minute rescheduling of a medical appointment and couldn't be here today. Today's rededication is a celebration of the community. Metro's commissioning of the tower is an example of how public art can enhance the overall experience of public transportation and contribute to the identity of the transit system and the community that it serves. Look at what the purple line, and the train's honking just in time. Look at what this purple line has done along the corridor. Development everywhere, housing, the Palm Center, schools, healthcare, libraries, businesses. That is what transit can do for a community. And don't take our words for it, take the Harris County Appraisal District's word for it. On quarter mile of any rail corridor in Houston, Texas, the property values have gone up substantially more than anywhere else in the region, which is what transit does. It brings development and services to the community. Let me stop right there and introduce the man that brought us here, State Representative Garnet Coleman.
Oh, I didn't need to say anything. Well, this is very important because art deals with the human condition. In public art, make sure that people know that their community is something that they can embrace, and it also lifts people's understanding of the world around them. And I'm very proud to be a part of this. Floyd is an excellent artist. You know, he was one of the founders of Project Row Houses. And speaking of that, Rick Lowe, who's one of the other founders, is here, and they've done excellent work. And this enhances our city and it enhances our quality of life. And it's really important that this continue. And I know that Metro will be continuing their arts and transit program, and I'm so excited about that. So it's great to be here. Great to be here, Mr. Chairman. Great to be with you today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Coleman. Thank you for being here this morning, and thank you for making sure this happens.
Oh, my pleasure.
Let me bring up to the microphone a long-term supporter of Metro, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
Well, I'm just overly excited. First of all, I get a chance to see old new friends. I want to not call anyone old, but I'm delighted to see all of those who have been instrumental in this corner, in this neighborhood. Certainly, Dr. Theola Petaway has been one of those who has really worked, and we add to Dr. Muhammad and Nikki Knight as well, Raymond Bourgeois, Paul Charles, Jerry Reyes, and my dear sister, who I said to her I haven't seen her in a long time, to the board members and Representative Coleman. You'll always be that to me, as well as a vibrant businessman. Representative Coleman and myself would meet on his facility, his place on Scott Street, if he remembers, and he was investing in this community and popping way long time ago. Rick Lowe knows that I call him across the pond. Tried to track him down internationally because of his vibrant art infusion and design and commitment. Rick, we thank you for your steadfast leadership. To the board members, to my colleague Chris Collins and Hollins, and to our chairman, Raj, we thank you. To Tom Lambert. And of course, we're delighted, Marlon, to see you. You're in the shadow of your edifice there. And let me, in his absence, thank Judson Robinson for the combined economic engine that he brought us last week. And I say all that to say that this corner does not look like it has looked or did look 5, 7, 10 years ago. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. This is what Houston can do. And as I'm standing here, I'm seeing a metro bus. I'm seeing the rail. And airlines not wanting to be left out, they've sent 99 planes to go over so they would be remembered. We're in mobility too. We'll see if one more comes. But what it does say is that we are connected, and this is an economic engine. Metro will soon be going to Hobby Airport. I am going to press them to go to Bush Airport. Somebody needs to celebrate. We are a mobility city and a mobility system. And for this neighborhood, Dr. McDavid, to be the cornerstone, you fought for this. You fought for that stop. You all joined together. You were not divided. And now we have this exciting combination of a country club in the Y that everyone has access to, and our young people, our children, from South Park, Sunnyside, as well as other facilities. We have housing, a bank, a magnificent library with street art, and yes, Floyd Newsum. I know Floyd Newsum, and we have worked with his wonderful exhibits in Washington, D.C. I even left the floor of the House to visit one of his exhibits in one of our outstanding art venues in Washington. I'm reminded of Senator Lloyd Benson speaking to an opponent on a debate stage saying, I know John F. Kennedy, and you're no John F. Kennedy. Well, I know Floyd Newsum, and he's one of the greatest and grandest artists in the world. Not in Houston, Texas, not in the nation, but in the world. And we are very proud of this work. I know that Metro is committed to continuing to work with Floyd Newsum, to continue to refine it, and to continue its commitment to street art, public art. And again, a word about Representative Coleman. I've known the family. They are art connoisseurs, including his sister, Kathy. But he has exhibited his commitment to health care, and then he has expanded or added or included in his portfolio a knowledge and commitment of art. And look at us now. I know that Chris and myself are gratified to live in a city that continues to promote the unity of us all. And I just want to say this in closing. $900 million jumpstart this expanding of rail that I was very pleased to bring about, to fight for a decade, and to finally get that New Start money under President Obama. That means I've got among the millions, I'll say, or the thousands upon thousands of those who use our mobility system, I am a real stakeholder. I don't want to see anyone gut the resources of Metro. I want the staff, I want the community, I want the leadership, the board to continue doing their mission, as that's making Houston the top-notch international city, destination city, with a mobility system bar none. So to my dear friend, Representative Coleman, we cannot be more grateful for your leadership. And to Chris, we are grateful for your support with Raj and all board members and support members. Let's keep doing what we're doing. We're on the move, and let's keep doing this great art. Let's keep doing great art, and do it now.
Thank you, Congresswoman. We're also joined now by State Representative Yolanda Jones. Thank you for being here. And can I invite you to the podium? And Commissioner Ellis got off his bike, and ladies and gentlemen, Harris County Commissioner Rodney Ellis, who's ridden along this rail corridor viewing this art many, many times. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'll be brief because it is hot out here. All protocols observed. I came to see the art, but I also came to see Representative Garnet Coleman. Where is he?
Right here.
Oh, there he is. He is. That's why I came. I got off my bike. But look, it's an important addition to a great community. And Congresswoman, Representative, Metro Board members, Mr. Chairman, and of course, Representative Garnet Coleman, thank you for your steadfast work. I know you were pushing for this. Even when you were ill, you were raising hell because you wanted this piece of art here. So congratulations. It's a great day. Thank you. And with that, the great Representative Yolanda Jones.
Thank you. Let me get this out of your way, sweetie.
Oh, no worries. Good morning. Sorry I got here late, but I got here right on time. Where's my predecessor whose shoes is going to be hard to fill?
I'm right here behind you.
Oh, okay, I got it. I'm sorry. So I'm glad to be here. Libraries are important to me. Art is important to me. People don't know this, but my father was an art major at Texas Southern University, and he studied under the renowned Dr. Biggers. So my father did canvases, for the record. And so as I've driven around the city, I think mobility for people is really important. People need to have transportation options. And Houston is late to the party, but we're here. But as I drive through different areas with rail, I see beautiful art. And I think that if you gotta wait for a train, then you should be around beauty. And I'm very, very, very thankful that my predecessor, Representative Coleman, put this on the forefront. I'm gonna say it again, he got really big shoes to fill.
You're feeling them, John.
And he knows how to get money where money needs to be. And so I'm thankful to have this rededication of this art. I think a lot of times in historically disadvantaged communities, we don't have access to beauty. We don't have access to art. We don't have access to green space. We don't have access to trees. And so I like to see that we're getting in House District 147 what they have in other places. So thank you for inviting me. Again, Chairman Coleman, you are a legend. I'm trying my hardest to feel
well.
And well, thank you, but I'm trying my hardest because people used to him handling stuff, and so I'm trying to handle stuff. That's why I had to be here. I had some legal stuff to do this morning, but when I finished it, I rushed right over. So thank you, and keep pushing, and I'm supportive of Metro and doing this across the city and in historically disadvantaged areas. Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Thank you, Representative Jones. Help me welcome to the podium the President and CEO of Metro, Tom Lambert, who is now on his 44th year of service to the greater Houston region and to the transit industry. All those 44 years right here at Houston Metro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have the distinct honor to represent very committed and passionate employees at Metro. So I want to give a round of applause to all the Metro employees that are here today and do what they do every day. We're very excited that this sculpture represents the spirit of rebirth and heritage. The pyramids are used to reflect a sense of revival and growth with the Third Ward community. We want to again especially recognize Chairman Coleman, who came to us with the idea to relocate this work of art to a more prominent area, ensuring more people in this community could enjoy it, could celebrate it, could see it. With the addition of a pedestal and uplighting, it will be even more impressive and eye-catching for commuters and visitors alike. As you've heard this morning, and I want to thank the chairman, board member Hollis, and all the board members, this board is really committed to make sure that we bring quality of life back to neighborhoods. Arts in Transit is a part of that improvement of quality of life, and we think that it helps improve the character of transit spaces and how it reflects on neighborhoods. So again, I want to thank all the Metro staff. I want to thank all the leadership. I want to thank the community that we've had a long-standing partnership with, and we look forward to doing more and more and more to not only improve mobility in our community, but quality of life in our community. So with that, I'm going to have the chairman and Chairman Coleman unveil the plaque. It was protected.
Very nice. Very nice.